Well, look, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Welcome to the party. Join myself, Fox Chair, on the panel this evening is the one and only Bridgeman and JFK. How we doing, gentlemen?
Brilliant, Oxshare.
Welcome to the party.
It's party time. Lovely to be here. Hope you're feeling well, and I hope my good friend Bridgeman, it's lovely to hear his voice tonight. Glad he's back. Hope you're doing well.
Doing great, pal. Can I say a huge good evening to you guys?
There.
Can I say a huge good evening to you guys in the panel? Massive good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Party time tonight. So good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
How we doing, old Bridge?
Oh, magic, buddy. Magic. I could not believe the way we played yesterday. Absolutely fantastic.
Are you in shock?
Well, how can I say it? The last 3 games we played, I've seen anyway, we looked really, really good, you know. At times we lax, a wee bit lax, you know.
What shock is Amor if your mate goes away on a cruise and doesn't bring you back a fridge magnet?
By the way, I have to say, to all the guys in the lobby, there's no fridge magnets. There is no money for expensive fridge magnets. Done.
He's done his
time. Seriously, but
it
was. I was just sort of thinking to myself today, so I jotted something down. Out of the squad that was there last night that took part yesterday. Listen to this. I've got a wee list. There's 8 people in it, right? And this is the costs. McGregor, nothing. Flanagan, nothing. Davis, nothing. Jack, nothing. Aribo, nothing except a development fee. Jones, nothing. Greg Stewart, nothing. And Scott Arfield, nothing. So there's 8 players that we had in our squad yesterday that didn't cost us a penny. And I thought they were absolutely fit. No, he's on loan, isn't he? He's actually on loan with us, so is Ojo, so I never counted them.
Yeah.
If you count A2, that's you to 10 men. It hasn't cost us anything. I don't know if there's a fee involved with it for the loan players, to be perfectly honest with you. But I was just meaning, I think that's fantastic. And every one of you guys were brilliant, you know. You can go through a team and start for the back, and it gets better and better. Just amazing. Just amazing.
Give us a view from the bridge then of yesterday's events.
Okay, well, I thought we started off absolutely superb. I mean, really, really good. And I thought Rangers played the way we've every Rangers fan hoped they would play under Gerrard. Really good open football, attack. And our defence, no problem at all, because most of the time they were playing up near the halfway line. The midfield, tremendous. You don't know which one's the best out of the 3 that were playing there yesterday. The boy Aribo looks an absolute star, similar to what Glenn Kamara looked. It still does. An absolute star, although he wasn't playing. What can you say about young Davis? Young Davis absolutely ran. To me, he ran his heart out and covered every blade of grass. And Ryan Kent, exactly the same. You move up front.
Ryan Jack.
And you get you move up front, and you've got young Ojo out in the wing, cutting in, causing absolute mayhem. And you've got Defoe doing what Defoe does best. When he gets the ball, he tries his best to put it in as quickly as possible. And then you get that boy, Jordan Jones. What a player. He's the guy, that's a performance I've been waiting to happen. He tormented and he absolutely drilled them yesterday. That was a rout yesterday, Oxford. And to all the Rangers fans listening in, seriously, that was a rout. That could have been 10 or 11.
6 flatter Tibbs, Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. That could be 10 or 11. Now, I know, under no illusions, that young lad that got sent off, he should have been sent off at the tackle, right? That was a red card, that tackle for me, every day of the week. However, he made himself look even stupider saying it hit me in the shoulder. I'm sorry, pal. So as far as I'm concerned, from the view from the bridge, fantastic performance. Best man in the park was our manager, the way he managed it. On the playing side, well, you can pick any 3 from 4, in my opinion. You have to give it to Defoe for his hat trick. But you could have picked anywhere midfield players. I thought they were brilliant. And I thought, my wee sneaky like for Jordan Jones, he could have stole it as well. What a game he had. What a game. Fabulous. Just fantastic. Well done, the Glasgow Rangers. Come on, the famous.
Right, how do... how did we follow that? Look, we started the game very, very well, JFK, and then we get the goal, 9 minutes, Ojo cuts insides, lets one go, and the goal wasn't brilliant. I thought his positioning was wrong, but got to it, made a save, and Defoe does what Defoe does.
Well, that's the difference between Jermaine Defoe and Alfredo, as I've been saying for weeks. I mean, that's the way Jermaine Defoe plays his football. It's similar to Ali McCoy, isn't it? He's a predator in the box, and it was. I mean, I just can't understand how people are saying about the goalkeeper was out of position and is in the middle of the goal. Now, it was a cracking shot. They had to push it out some way, and Jermaine Defoe was doing whatever the striker does. Foley's up to make sure if the goalkeeper makes a save or it hits a post or a bar, he's there to get the rebound, and that's certainly what he did. Fantastic start. Fantastic.
What do you think of Jordan Jones and JFK?
Where do we start?
For the second goal, mate, he's out in the wing. He makes that nutmeg,
Yeah.
JFK. I don't know if you noticed that at the game at the time.
Yeah,
Because of what you said.
the run he made for the second goal was absolutely sublime. You know, he beat the first player, and then he nutmegged the second through Bobby Ojo across to Jermaine Defoe.
It was a great goal. Great goal,
A fabulous team goal. By the way, can I just say, I would give some kudos to the young boy Aribo, because he did a dummy run. He did the dummy run out to the wing and led it out. No, just what a marvellous team goal. Marvellous team goal.
Great goal. So we're 2-0 up. We're playing great football. We should have had a penalty kick. You two chaps might not have noticed that unless you have seen it on the TV. It was right on the line where Jones was clipped, so it should have been a penalty kick.
100%.
Yeah, I think with that.
It wasn't a foul. It was a foul. It was just a foul, and it was in the box, so it should have been a penalty.
If it had been a spoon burner that went down, then they gave a penalty, because the referee was poor yesterday. Some of the tackles you let them away was absolutely disgusting. You know?
From the Rangers' point of view, I think he booked the boy Ojo for his first involvement in the game. And there was nothing in it really, and then you see the tackle the boy done on Ojo. Yep. We're 2-0 up, Bridge. We're playing great stuff. We get caught in a mad couple of minutes again where they've got us in the hop. The boys Scott Allen, whether we like it or not, a great ball through. For what I seen, I couldn't see if he was offside. I spoke to the guy who had a perfect view of the day, and he told me that Flanagan didn't move up and played them onside, so we lost a goal just before half time. We're thinking, we've seen this movie before, Bridger.
Absolutely, pal. Absolutely.
I disagree with about the Flanagan thing, though. I think, we just kind of, I know this might sound, we just kind of look through blue colour specs here. Look, it was a fantastic ball.
Well, a minute,
Scott Allen.
If you're playing left back, you take your line for the centre back.
No, I know that. Look, I must have watched it without a shadow 20 times. And the fact they'd been a Gerrard player that done that.
It was a great pass.
It was a pass. No, it took out the midfield, took out the back four, and even surprised Alan McGregor. So,
what happens if Flanagan's in line with the defence? He's offside.
I know, but I know you're clutching at straws here. He was offside, but come on, let's take the victory. That it was 6-1. We done them, and it should have been 8 or 9, 10.
Flanagan made a mistake, JFK.
I beg to differ, but anyway, that's what it's all about.
Bridgeman, who do you take your line off of?
Centre forward, centre halves.
Centre backs.
Centre halves, always.
All the time.
If there's a full back goes behind you, then he's going to get a mouthful.
Yeah.
Full back should never be last man. Never be last man, no.
There you go. So Flanagan made a mistake, yeah?
No, not for me. You've been very harsh.
Go yourself.
I'm going to stick up for him. I know
the whole line stood out, JFK.
I know that, but you've been very harsh. Come on, let's not be the same as the puddle drinkers and that. I mean, it was a well worked goal.
Good pass. Good pass. But if Flanagan steps out with the centre backs, he's offside.
Well, let's go over it then. Just go into the next goal. We're
going to talk about it. Do you agree?
Agree. You cut me off if you want.
Well, that's easy done.
Oh, what a man! What a
So
man!
then we gets to half time, and I was talking to Stevie Gerrard this now, and he was going nuts at Flanagan for playing him on side. So we started the second half, and I don't know about you, there was just a few minutes when the second half started, and I think, oh, wait a minute here. And then we we're winning ourselves about 5 minutes in, and wave after wave of attack, and we're playing some nice stuff at pace, peppering the goal. And you begin to think, we're maybe not going to get the third. And what are they going to do? Then we get the third goal, a great goal. Stephen Davis, what a chip, JFK. I'll give you that one.
You know, watching it again, I mean, obviously, where I sit, it was a fantastic goal. But then watching it again last night, it was the way that he ran to the D, and the way he sailed by 2 or 3 players, and it wasn't just lashing it across. It was just a wee delicate in the air chip that Jermaine Defoe just gave it a wee dink onto the deck and in the net. It was a fantastic run and a fantastic goal. It was beautiful. Stephen Davis, young man that he is, showed us all again here. What a world-class player. Fantastic. Build up and goal. Beautiful.
As soon as we get the third one, Bridgeman, the boy had been sent off for 3-1 up.
Yeah.
The conditions are not the best, but it's suiting us because we're zipping the ball about fast on the wet surface. And really, the next, I don't know, half an hour, the football, the pace, 3 goals, again, I'll say it again, flattered Hibs.
Yeah, I can't disagree with a word you've said there. I have to say that I thought their goalkeeper, the opposition goalkeeper, had a tremendous game against us, even though he saved one and it went straight to Defoe to put it in. Can I just say, the crowd were amazing yesterday. See when Defoe scored that third, I've never heard it so loud for a long time. You know, the Jermaine Defoe. Brilliant stuff, just brilliant. Very happy man.
Left foot, right foot, and a header for a hat trick.
That's it, the perfect hat trick. Perfect hat trick.
You there, JFK?
It was lovely. He came running across to where we sat, and he hands and head and down, and you could see the emotion that scored his first ever hat trick for the Glasgow Rangers. So fantastic, and what a reception they got. You're going to go into that now, but wow, it was a great goal. It's a great hat trick. Perfect hat trick. Brilliant
good
stuff.
Goal. First goal, a Sniffers goal. Second goal, a great move. Again, a Sniffers goal. Third goal, great individual play by Stephen Davis, and again a Sniffers goal. The combined distance of the 3 goals might have been about 20 yards, but his movement creates that space.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the second goal especially, because you could see he's running, to get to where he wanted to get at the 6-yard line to put the ball in the net. I mean, the play by Jordan Jones was immense, and he saw the running of Ojo, and the wee dinky of the pass, and Ojo was there right away. Whatever that is. But aye, his second goal was... I wouldn't say it was a Predators goal as such. I think his instinct took him in there. He knew that the passage of play was going to hopefully lead to him getting in the goal, and it was a great goal. I would say that his third goal for a hat trick is the best goal for me out of his 3.
All right, okay. I personally would have went for the second one. But I thought the move up for that, with the nutmeg out in the wing, the run with Jordan Jones, and then the run with Ojo, I thought that was...
Yeah, it was good. I just think Stephen Davis is...
I love a bit of play.
Oh, beautiful.
Again,
beautiful.
It's like Thursday night again, JFK.
Aye, of course it is, mate. Aye.
What about you, Bridge? What was your favourite of his hat trick?
Second goal. I thought the second goal was just absolute heaven. Absolute heaven. No, just because it was Defoe, may I say. I thought his second goal was just a dream to watch. We passed that ball down the left wing, from our half, basically. From Flanagan to Aribo. Aribo passed it on to him. And he, what do you call him? Jones nutmegged the what's his name? I used to play with us, Whittaker. God almighty. He was fabulous. He's just absolutely fabulous. fantastic run. Ojo coming left, ball comes across and the boy hits it in his left foot. My God, what a goal. That's from our half. Brilliant stuff. Not
So
one.
we get the third goal. And he brings on Alfredo. I don't know if it was his first touch, but one of his first touches, he breaks up the park, puts the ball through the boy's legs, strikes through and goals, hits a shot that the goal has been saving all day, but it's hard enough to beat him. And it's 4-1, and everybody's thinking, here we go, Alfredo's just done. Is he trying to catch Jermaine already?
I think it was his actual first touch, Oxshire.
I can't remember.
I think it actually was, and what a shot it was. And look, the goalkeeper Marciano had pulled off 4 or 5.
A great game, mate.
4 or 5 great saves, but that was an unstoppable shot. Don't forget, the grass was sodden. You could see the players running the way the ball was spinning a bit, but he put his laces through it, and it was a fantastic shot. So, and the joy you saw from scoring a goal, absolutely wonderful.
Big smile, isn't it? Huge big smile.
Great to see. Great.
Actually, his second goal was a good goal as well. A brilliant pass for Greg Stewart, and he just turned on it and went in. Massive goal.
Yeah.
His first goal was a cracker, but it really was a fabulous goal. Really and truly, to take the ball from just inside his own half, just inside the opposition half, and run the way he did. Wow, just on the park, 2 minutes. My goodness gracious.
So he gets the goal, and then he gets another one. Well, I think it was the 89th minute or the 91st minute, or 89th minute, I think.
90th, 89, 90th
16 and 90 minutes last week, 15 and 89 this week. And then he gets a goal, again, Greg Stewart, who was constantly trying to head up. I don't know if you watched him much yesterday, JFK. I know it was just a cameo, but his head was always up and he was looking for that forward pass all the time. He's going
to be a decent player for us, so he came on and he played his part in the victory. So, as I said before, the pool of players we've got now is absolutely fantastic. And I never looked into any type of stats that the Bridgeman did at the start of the show. To think that all these players never cost us a dime, they're all class players. Absolutely wonderful.
He gets the 5th goal, and we ain't done yet. The ball gets played in. I think it was Tab bombed down the wing and then plays it in, and the ball falls to Ojo, who puts it in the net. I think it took a deflection, but 6-1. And the guy who'd peeled off to play Tab down the wing was the one and only Alfredo Morelos.
Absolutely.
For the team.
Yeah.
I think the ball came off one of my most hated footballers. Was that boy David Gray, captain? I think he's a club captain of Hibs. I'm glad it hit him, and couldn't hit a nicer guy. Loved it.
He had a couple of wee dirty digs, and the referee didn't even do anything about it, Bridge.
Absolutely, pal. There was loads of them, wasn't there? Loads and loads of them.
No, as Oxshire said that, especially some of the tackles, and one on Ojo that,
out and out cheating, by the way. Out and out cheating.
Oh, aye.
The Tavernier was running down, and goodness sake, one boy tried to take his leg, the next guy tries to take him, the third guy misses him, and then the next minute the ball's at it with Defoe, and Defoe gets clattered. You're going, what are they doing? And by the way, the guy that was doing most of the fouling, certainly early in the game, was McGregor.
Yeah.
He used to play for us.
Aye.
Wow. Got a dirty team.
I think the lack of pace showed them up, Hibs, for the start of the game to the end of the game, and they were run ragged. Obviously, the sending off, people will say that would affect them, but they were run ragged in the first half. All right, we're in 2-1 at half time, but it could have been 4 or 5. Easy.
Oh, easy. There was 3 particular saves that the keeper made, but you could probably say were world class saves, Oxshire. One of them was the way he managed to get the ball out of the bar. So they were near misses for us. Couple of other shots that just skinned the bar and skinned the post. So, no, if we'd have come away there 1 in 10, then nobody could have grudged us that. It was an absolute.
JFK, I haven't seen the full stats, but I believe there was something like 29 or 30 shots at their goal yesterday.
Well, I've not seen it myself, mate, but if I
the
wouldn't be
vast majority
surprised.
of them were on target.
Oh, aye, the
Admittedly-
vast majority they were, aye.
Yeah, they're on target. So I haven't seen the full thing, but it sounds like we were there watching it.
34 shots we had yesterday.
34, there
Is
you
it,
go.
mate?
34 shots.
It's amazed that one team's had, I think, since 2000 or 2001, yeah.
Wow, just amazing. Just
Good
absolutely amazing. And their goalkeeper must have saved about 12 of them.
Oh, it's easy.
But I must admit, they did block us very, very well. They were throwing their bodies in front of us. Well, 10 down to 10 men. They knew it was going to happen, you know. Once it was broken. Can I just say, I have to say that I loved every one of our goals, but I have to say this, from being on the defensive side of things, I thought their goal was a cracking goal as well. Wonderful pass from somebody we hate, or I hate anyway. What a great vision, great pass. And the young lad that put it in, I'm saying the young lad, the guy that put it in the net, he was probably their best player in the first half. Very speedy guy, straight through. So our midfield was split. The two centre halves were split, and the goalkeeper was not quick enough in getting out, and the boy beat him for pace anyway. So good goal for them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any more about their goal. That's all I'm saying.
That was a good goal, decent goal, but Oxford are not agree with that.
Well, so he's a Partick half. He's a halfback, an old halfback at Partick.
I thought he was half glass, half full.
Mate, I don't care what you say. Flanagan played them on side.
He did, probably did, yes.
Well, he did, but come on, let's take the victory.
It was a lovely pass and a good finish, but Flanagan played them on side. And Flanagan had a steady game without shining. Once again, I thought the manager got it spot on. He was looking a wee bit leggy, Flanagan, and he took him off for Andy Halliday, which was a great substitution.
It was all 7, 8s and 9s yesterday.
For us?
Yeah.
Oh, every there was nobody below a 7.
Who was your man of the match then? JFK?
Well, obviously apart from Jermaine Defoe with a hat-trick, which is the obvious choice. But for me, it's between Aribo and Jones and Stephen Davis for, I thought they were tremendous. But then I could go in and say I thought Ryan Jack had a fantastic game. So, what man of the match do you pick? It's obviously going to get to Jermaine Defoe for a hat-trick, but I love the way Jordan Jones is playing. I'm pleased. I said last season, a lot of people were saying, look, he's only coming for Kilmarnock, he's not really showing against us. I'm like Ulster, I've watched him playing for Northern Ireland, and he's been a revelation. I think he's a fantastic player, and I'm really pleased. The gaffer...
I've got to say, JFK, I was in the jury's out campaign, but the last 2 games he's played really well. I'm talking about the friendlies, I'm thinking, okay, let's see how it goes, but he's carried the ball some amount of distance.
You know what?
Shown a bit of trickery.
Aye.
I didn't think he had.
The comment that the gaffer made after the European game, and it's a comment I've heard him make a few times, Jordan Jones gave us the oxygen on the park. He gave us that will to keep going forward all the time. And that's the type of player he is. Anybody that watches Northern Ireland will see that's the type of player he is. Give him the ball and he'll do that for you every time. And
the thing about it is, it's not going to come off every time, but it's the
not going to come off every time.
You've got to keep going back and doing it.
Well,
anyway, if people want to join us, give their thoughts, Bridgeman, what's the number?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, JFK?
You can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and you'll be put through by the lovely Fox and his assistant, Old School Blue.
Oh, I think Old School Blue's the senior, JFK, if I'm being honest, mate.
Well,
no?
The senior man for me is Fox, so he's
an HI.
Oh, okay then. I didn't want to say that. Fox, that wasn't me.
Brilliant.
I wonder if Fox knows anything about hammers and up the braes.
Well, there's a wee story about that. And
No.
What I'm going to say is that anybody who knows about things up a brae or with a hammer, you're more than welcome to contact us here in 0141 356 1972 and explain what the hammers the braes are. We don't actually know. We're just being given a brazen ball, so we don't know. That's what I'm saying, Oxtail. Is that what you heard?
My information. My lips are
That's the
sealed.
same information I got. Anyway.
Oh, there's Fox joined us. Evening, Fox. How we doing, mate? Welcome to the party.
He's into ban everybody.
Evening, guys.
Hi,
How we
Fox.
doing, mate? You enjoyed that yesterday? Were you a big brawly?
Oh, I was well wrapped up, mate, in a big golf umbrella. I didn't get wet at all. I was quite happy.
Oh, your
Anyway.
first rodeo, was it?
No, it was not. You only asked me about the game, are you?
Aye, give your thoughts, mate, aye.
I thought we were absolutely tremendous, mate. Alan McGregor never had much today. Two centre-backs I thought played well. Distribution for Goldson 3 or 4 times in the game was excellent. The ball through to Defoe in the first couple of minutes was an absolute creamer. Katic was steady, broke the ball out once or twice. Flanagan had a shaky first 45 minutes. Tav was just Tav. The middle three, the engine room, absolutely brilliant. Ryan Jack stole the show for me. I thought he was competent on the ball, strong in the tackle, and was adventurous going forward. Steve Davis not far behind him, and equally as well, Joe Aribo. Up front, Jordan Jones, best game for Rangers so far, I think. Ojo flirted out and in the game, had a couple of assists and a goal, so he done pretty well. And of course, Jermaine Defoe, a hat-trick, could have had 6. Absolutely tremendous performance by the Rangers.
Can't argue with that, can you, Oxtail?
Just for the record, mate. Hello?
Stop fucking damn good.
Oh, the Tims must be getting restless now.
Oh, well. Well, I know you had a perfect view and you pointed out to me and I passed the message on that John Flanagan had played them on for the goal, but that was just a blip in an otherwise a great performance, eh?
Well, I know. Can I come in on that?
Well, Fox is coming in.
Oh, sorry,
Well,
Fox and Boyd. They're still there. Sorry, pal.
That was what I seen was John Flanagan failed to step out. That was just from my seat. But the boy was already on the move, the boy Horgan, and the defence splitting pass was spot on, mate.
Oh, it was a good, lovely way to pass.
And well taken. Well taken by Horgan as well. So we can't complain about that.
The thing about it is they ain't going to be the worst team you're going to play Ibrox, Fox, and then Bridgman could come in.
No, but I think they might be the last that will try and come out and play a wee bit of football. I think he'll be the real 10 behind the ball from now on with any visiting teams.
Aye. Then you've got to get the third goal and then we can play football. Bridgman, in you come.
I was just going to say that, like we were talking about man of the match, as I said at the start, as far as I'm concerned, you could pick any one of 4, possibly 5, and you wouldn't be far wrong, let me tell you, because all the different guys have obviously got different style of opinion. One of my favourite Rangers players over the last season and this is Ryan Jack. I think he's a standard, as absolutely cracking player for me. The boy Jones is going to be absolutely out of this world for us. And Aribo, my goodness gracious, what a player that he's going to be. He gets himself out of tremendous left foot, pulls himself out of positions. Great stuff. Wonderful to see. And Davis ran all day, ran again, and ran the show. Fabulous. Really happy. Very, very happy for him.
I wonder how many times JFK that Stephen Davis touches the ball.
Oh my God. That's a good question, isn't it? His involvement in the game is tremendous. But a lot he's running after the ball as well is good to watch, the way he can do that. If you know the answer, would you say that 50 times in a game, 40 times, 30 times?
Must be more than that, mate. The amount of times he just pings it once or twice,
Aye. I would say probably yesterday he had the ball more than any other player. Probably maybe him and Aribo. He commanded that midfield beautifully. So they'd have probably touched it 100 odd times between them easy.
I must admit though, Oxtail, that their manager probably won't do the same thing again when he makes his changes. tactic-wise, because I think he played right into our hands, to be honest, when the boy gets sent off and he put on another attacker or something like that,
Aye, but can I come in there, Bridget? I watched his interview today, and he said that I put Kambari on when we were down to 10 men. He says, what was the use of letting the game peter out at 2-1? I mean, you may as well go for it.
What a refreshing attitude, GFK.
That's a fantastic.
Yeah, I'm
attitude.
saying I know he did. All I'm saying is that I don't think he'll do it again.
Well, I don't know.
Well, when you open up against Rangers, which they did, and because they're 10 men, they have to leave spaces. You stick people up front, it's going to happen, isn't it? All you've done is create a space somewhere.
Well, obviously, I mean, he's going to have to change his whole philosophy.
Well, it probably will.
No, I don't think he will. I think that's the way that the guy Higginbotham plays, and you've got to commend him for that. He's honesty.
Yes, I would commend him as well. But the truth of the matter is, if he comes back to Ibrox and he gets a man sent off after an hour, around about the hour mark, the last thing he's going to do is put another attacking player on.
Do you know think that's
again?
Do you think that's the right thing to do when you're down to 10 men?
No, I do not. Oh, absolutely not. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. There's still a chance because even though you've got 10 men can sometimes play as well as 11. All you need is a wee bit of luck. And to get luck, you need to keep the ball. You need to get the ball and get the ball into positions for long throw-ins or corner kicks or free kicks. You open up a big gap in your midfield, you've had it. Saw it yesterday. You saw it yesterday. The guys were absolutely out on their feet.
Remember, an entertaining game for him's 1-0, Fox. You need to remember that.
What Fox is saying there, I mean, I think he's got to be commended as well. I mean, he's wanted his team to win. So what's the use of? He was saying, what's the use of tying it up and maybe just letting it finish at 2-1? At least have a go. My adage is, I mean, you're as well getting beat 6-1 than no having a go at all, and that's what Fit was all about, So maybe he will next time close the shot up, but it's not his style. You look back at the way he put his teams out before. That's not the way he plays. He likes to play attacking football. So you've got to commend him in that. And I don't like commending the spoon burners, but it was refreshing to see him speak like that. Maybe he might change it next time, but no. 10 out of 10, I've got to say for him. He decided he was wanting to go for it with 10 men, and he went for it. Okay, it went backwards for him, but that was good for us.
If that game had gone the way our thoughts were in the second half, particularly the last 20 minutes of the game, Rangers could and probably should have been double figures yesterday. And I'm not being funny. Ask anybody in the lobby. It was at the game. Anybody was watching the telly. They would say the same thing. That was 6 going on a dozen easily.
If it had been 3 or 4-1, Bridgman, then you could have said he wouldn't have brought Canberra on. He'd have brought somebody else on. But he thought he'd a chance of winning it. But look, out of the 92 minutes of the game, the spoon burners were only in the game for 10 minutes, and that was the last 10 minutes of the first half. The other 82 minutes were commanded by Rangers. So, I mean, he tried to win the game for his team, and it didn't work for him, and you've got to give him credit for that. But they were never going to win the game anyway, in my estimation, because we were so overpowering them. But we go back, and I agree with Oxy. Said that the first 4 or 5 minutes in the second half, it was nip and tuck, but we come right into the game, and whether they get a man sent off or no, I don't think would have made much difference. It might not have been 6-1, might have been 4. But I still think that we would have overpowered them anyway.
JFK as well, and this is my opinion. I was talking to a guy in the queue, a couple of guys in the queue in the lobby, in the subway, and I thought to myself, for the short period of time that Alfredo Morelos was on the pitch, for that short space of time, he could have been man of the match, because those 2 goals were pearlers, by the way, absolute pearlers. Yeah. Plus, he was involved in the what do you call him, in Ojo's goal. I mean, just brilliant. He was involved in the build up to that. So he had to play that, He come on, he lit the whole place up for the few minutes he was on.
That's a great point. What was the reaction in the stadium when everybody knew Alfredo wasn't starting? Was there any people questioning the manager? Because I was thinking, but God, did the manager get it right?
That was the only change in the team that I'd picked. See the team that came out. That was the team that I picked, and I picked Fred up front, and he never. And I was shocked. I know, but the manager knew what he was doing. So
ultimately did. Bridgman.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think there was any doubt that's the way the manager was going to play it, because he's going to give Defoe a bit of extra time, and then it's shorter time for Alfredo, and vice versa the next game. He's going to rotate it that way, I would imagine. But you how can you say? There's nobody in the stadium that I spoke to said were horrified at the selection. Nobody I spoke to. They just took it for granted that's what the manager's going to do. Massive trust in our manager, massive trust. And watching it, and at the end of the day, he was right. As I say, Alfredo come on. I don't know if it was his first or second touch, but my God Almighty, he ran 20 or 30 yards with the ball and smashed it. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance with it. And his second goal was a perler, and that big smile. Oh, for God's sake. He lights the place up, man. He just lights the place up. Could have been man of the match for me.
See the manager's interview. I don't know what one you've got, Oxshire. Does he mention in it about a third striker?
No, the one we've got, I don't think. Yeah.
Well,
maybe perfect timing. But if people want to join us after the interview, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Bridge?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and either Fox or Old School Blue bring you in, and they'll look after you, and enjoy yourself.
All right. So get yourself a mute, and let's hear from our manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBE.
I'm not really interested in markers. Hibs are a good team. They're a team that have took points off us last season, and they've got outstanding players, good manager. I really like the way they come to places like Ibrox and believe in themselves and try and play. And they had a 15-minute spell where they were on top and caused us quite a few problems. So my respect's there for Hibs, even though we've obviously won by a big margin today, and we were emphatic and we were ruthless in front of goal. I'm very pleased with our performance, but yeah, I suppose if you're doing that to one of the better teams in the league, it is a good sign.
Even when they did pull the goal back, you say they were on top at the time, but there was no panic within your side, and very quickly were able to regain control.
Yeah, I think you've got to praise their goal. I think Scott Allen's through ball is outstanding. It's one I would have been proud of myself as a player. The finish was terrific as well, and that's what Hibs are about. They've got Hogan, they've got Allen, they've got Mallon, and you give them time and space, and they can hit you. So that was a tough time for us out there, the back end of the first half, and it was about resetting at half time and forgetting the 2-1 scoreline and really going again and trying to get back to the first 30 minutes where we were swarming all over them and we were playing some really nice stuff.
Your striking options at the moment are something else. You were so pleased with Alfredo on Thursday, and then again him coming on and getting his two, but Jermaine with his hat-trick as well.
Yeah, I'm pleased with both of them. The two outstanding finishes. It's great to have them both fit and firing. And if we're going to have a good season, we need both of them to stay healthy, both of them to stay hungry and want to score goals. One gets a hat-trick today, the other one comes off the bench and gets a brace. Alfredo was outstanding through the week, so they've both got a massive part to play, but I'm the lucky one because I've got them both available, and we've got a decent support act as well. Shea gets his goal today, Greg Stewart gets his assist, so in terms of numbers, we're in a decent place.
Those attacking options are obviously fantastic, but obviously the midfield base that they get from the three that were in there today was superb.
Yeah, Stephen Davis' performance was outstanding. I think if you take Jermaine's hat-trick away, he was probably our best player. Ryan Jack again, solid, consistent, and what a start to a career Joe Rebo's had. I think the fans have took to him, he's took to the fans, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that one blossom as well.
You asked for the crowd to be with you today. Did you get what you wanted from them?
We did. I think they were probably just as responsible for our opening 30 minutes as us, because they're encouraging the boys getting behind us. That helps us an awful lot. They got a little bit edgy when it went to 2-1, which is understandably so, but the players didn't feel sorry for themselves. They reset and went again, and obviously until we get the third goal, the game's in the balance. So pleased with the fans, pleased with my team. It was a good day for us.
You welcome Midfield here on Thursday night, and the team's in a fantastic place going into that now.
I wouldn't say it's in a fantastic place. We've got a good advantage, having a 2-goal lead, but I think I've seen enough from Michelin to deserve respect and to realise that the tie's not done. I think we've got to work hard and do the stuff out of possession and really be hungry to go and get the job done and finish it off. But I think we've got an advantage, but I wouldn't say it's a fantastic position.
Well, see, he agrees with me, GFK.
I heard them saying it. Apart from playing the guy on for that goal, they thought Flanagan a good game.
Yeah.
He's becoming. You can see him becoming experienced as well in front of our eyes. Bridge and then JFK. He's playing the tie during Thursday. It's 0-1. Nothing's won yet. It's half time. Keep our feet on the ground. You can see him growing as well. Eh?
Well, he's telling the particularly the Rangers world, don't want to hear MD saying we've got a fabulous chance. We've not got a fabulous chance at all. We're still in the game, and it was only half time. So let's keep feet on. Just as you say, Doc, keep your feet on the ground, and let's wait till Thursday comes around, and we'll see how we go on. I'm sure inside he feels we've got a really good chance, and he's going to be up for it, and he's going to get the players up for it. What you don't want to be saying is they walk on the park thinking, here, this is it done, and then bang, bang, before you know it, they drop a goal or two, you know. That's the last thing you need, you know.
JFK.
Aye, as usual, the gaffer. Very consummate in professional in what he does. Doesn't let anybody know how he's feeling. I know we all know, or we all feel it's a winning Thursday. We'll get through to the next round, but the gaffer's keeping his cards close to his chest. His heart must be pounding the same as yours. His pride. Brilliant. Again, another brilliant presser for the gaffer. You know, I wish I'd seen it today. It'd be bursting with pride the way the team's performed in the last two games, especially. So it tells them what he wants them to know. He's a manager of the most famous club and that ever it's going to be in the world. So and they all know that and they don't like it. They want him to fail. But as usual, Stevie G, brilliant. Bring it on. Get it on.
Anyway, we've been joined by Big Ulster. How are we doing, big man?
Doing well, lads. How are you keeping?
Hi, Ulster.
You enjoyed that yesterday?
Hello, Bridgeman.
How you doing, bud?
Doing well, mate. Good to hear you again.
Thanks, pal. Thanks.
Yeah, I was watching the match yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. Me and the boys were loving life. Fantastic. From minute one to the very last. Heads were away.
I mean, it was one of the games that you didn't want it to end, did it?
No, mate. You know. I tell you, I grabbed I think it was like 4-1, and I knew it was going. I could just feel it, especially when he just came on and scored his goal. And I grabbed the wee nephew, and it just says, you know what, kid, that's the Rangers, because he's been through some. You know, he's only 15, so he's coming through a time, you know, knowing his football through the lower divisions and stuff, and watching us huff and puff. But yeah, I looked at him and I said, and that's the Rangers your uncle knows. We're back. And that's the way it should be. Beating these teams.
Yeah, well, seeing them off. I mean, I read an interesting stat yesterday, Ulster, with half of Hibs and Kilmarnock last season combined with the 24 points. We took 8.
That's right.
Yeah. This year we took 6 already, yeah.
Yep, that's a big difference, mate. I don't think, I could be wrong. Did we beat Kilmarnock away from home last season? I can't remember.
Never beat them at all last
year. Never beat them at all. Only in the cup, Ulster. Only in the cup.
Just a couple. There you go. And then I remember the Hibs back-to-back games where we totally outplayed them, but just could not get the goal. Remember the 0-0 away to Easter Road? I don't know how that ended up a 0-0, but it did. But yeah, there's a big difference now. You know, we're taking these teams out by the roots, and that's the way it should be. It's like the old days. You know, it's a hard wee game away at Rugby Park, but we found a way to win. We go to Europe against top opposition and get a win, and then we come back on the Sunday to play our league matches and get an emphatic win. So this is the Rangers I remember.
All right, okay. Yeah, 3 wins in a week. A lot of goals. JFK. Some good football. The Kilmarnock game, even though we huffed and puffed and we had to get the last minute winner, the first half we were pretty competent even there. There's a lot of pluses.
Of course, there's more than pluses. You know, we can, as I said the other night, the pool of players we've got and the way the gaffers got is playing. We look more like a team now. I know that might sound silly because we did a fantastic run in Europe last year, but some of the results against some of the lower teams, we'll call them, you know, was really poor. You know, thinking back to, you know, the first game of the season, and then the game against Motherwell, and then if my memory serves me right, we drew nothing each with Hibs, and then we drew one each with Kilmarnock at home. I remember that. That was poor. In the Livingston game, we get beat 1-0. We get beat. All the types of games that will happen again. Dundee, I remember we drew there, and that's, you know.
St Johnson, Jimmy, 0-0 at home.
Aye, St Johnson. When we're talking about the spoon burners, we were winning 1-0 against the spoon burners in Boxing Day, and I think it was it McGregor that scored in injury time. Remember, we were winning 1-0 and the spoon burners scored in the last minute, and I think it was Darren McGregor scored the equaliser for them, and that was soul destroying. That ruined my Christmas. Obviously, not for too long, because on the 29th of December we beat the Puddle Drinkers, but they're the type of games that we should be winning, especially at home. So, you know, I think the gaffers knew, instilled in this squad of players, that this is a winning team, and we should be able to. The pool of players he's put together is absolutely wonderful, considering what we had last year. We've all talked about the substitutes we had on the bench and things like that last season, and we punched above our weight, I would think. So bigger and better things are coming this season, guys. I think we can all feel it. The 55 is still alive.
All right, obviously we'll get a couple of games Thursday night, and then we're away to East Fife, and then our next league game's no for nearly 2 weeks. When we go to another tricky run, we go away to St Mirren. But if we play this fast football with this confidence, Bridge, we've nothing to worry about.
Can't disagree with that. That's a good statement to make. Obviously, it's my philosophy is one game at a time, and every game's the biggest game we're going to come up against. But I'm very confident, based on the way we're playing, very confident that no matter who we play, we're going to play well, and they're going to have to, either we're going to have to be disastrous, or they're going to have to play the best game of their whole lives to beat us, because we look really, really good. We'll get players that want to play, and good players as well. That young Aribo is a tremendous player, wonderful passer of the ball, great running into positions, knows what he's doing, wants the ball. These are the people with that type of person we didn't have last year. Just as JFK was saying, some of the results we had were just dreadful, heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. And to think that we lost the league, not through the getting beat with the big mob across the city, that murder mob. So I think we're just, this season, hopefully, we don't fall into these things and do the silly things that we did the last time. That's not to say we're not going to lose a game or draw a game, but surely we're going to be stupid stuff, you know.
Ulster, the manager seems to have learned so much, doesn't he?
Yeah, it was always going to take him a while, mate, you know, to suss out how these teams play football, both at Ibrox and at their own grounds. And I think he's starting to acclimatise to that now, and he's obviously seen what players could maybe help him in different games. The games that Jimmy's just rhymed off there, where we failed to get points, and he's obviously targeted certain positions where he thinks we maybe wouldn't or lose goals by maybe bringing in the defenders we have, or and the attacking options we have now. I think that's probably why he's brought in the likes of Jones and Greg Stewart, these kind of players who know the league inside out, which is always good to have. And I think they'll be, especially when we're playing these teams, St Mirren's, Kilmarnock's, etc., away from home when they're playing so deep. I think hopefully the kind of those players with the Scottish experience or the SPFL experience will be able to get us through in those games.
I just think that I mean, obviously, it's all about the more chances you make, the more goals you're going to score, and we've just got to keep making these chances like we've done in Europe, what we've done against Hibs. You need a bit of luck as well, JFK, but if you make the chances, you're going in the right direction.
Of course we are. I mean, we make the chances, we will put the ball in the net, especially with the type of football we're playing. I mean, the pressing we're doing very early on in the game, and the quickness of our football, our passing is crisp. And there's no a lot of teams I'll love with that this season. And that shows the way the gaffer wants to play the football. You know, some of the silly points we lost to Ajax, off the top of my head I can't remember how many points we lost. We need to make Ajax a fortress again, that many is are privileged to go and watch the other years. And I know there's a younger generation who didn't see that in the 9 in a row, and I was spoiled in that. Yourself, Oxley and Fox and Bridgman, that what going to Ajax on a Saturday or Sunday or whatever night you expected Rangers to win, because that's the way we played. We played great flowing football. This team here has shown the early signs of that coming back, and that's exciting. That's exciting for me as a Rangers fan, and I'm sure it's exciting for all you guys out there. We're playing some lovely football, but sometimes playing lovely football doesn't get you results. But I think this team will get the results. Yep.
You're right, you're spot on, but you've got to do that. You've got to. They're all with football. You've got to make your chances and take them.
Yeah. And apart from playing the flowing football, we need to have a solid defence. You know, we know the players that we've had in the past playing. Players who were committed to the team, like the John Browns, Barry Ferguson, the Goffs, players like that, the flair players like Hoostra, Brian Laudrup. No, we know we'll probably see these type of players again, but we've got players there who are showing that they've got flair and skill, and they've got the ability to put the ball in the net. And Jermaine Defoe and Alfredo Morelos are certainly two players that should bang a lot of goals. And the midfield's really awesome. I've got to use that word, it's awesome. I thought they can't fault them, and the centre defence is playing really well as we know they can. So I'm really pleased. I never thought I'd see this coming for us as early as it did, and I think we're all, without going overboard, we all hope and expect that maybe 55 is here for the end of the season. Absolutely wonderful. Really pleased about the way things are going.
We're moving in the right direction. Anyway, get yourselves a mute use lot, and we'll have a tune for your Fox.
I've sailed the wide Atlantic, across the broad Pacific shore. I've sailed around the stormy capes, I've heard the parties roar. I fly the Indian Ocean, I've sailed the China Sea. But there's a sea back home in Scotland, means more than all the rest to me. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of thy brow. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of thy brow. And it happens when the orange beat the green. No more I'll sail the 7 seas, no more I'll ever roam. No more I'll feel the urge again, I'm back where I belong. At 3 o'clock each Saturday, I'll join long, with the Rangers banners all around, we'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of Ibrox. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, it's the blue sea of Ibrox. And it happens when the orange beat the green. It's the blue, it's the blue sea of Ibrox. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue sea of Ibrox. And it happens when the orange beat the green. And it happens when the orange beat the green.
It's the blue sea of Ibrox. What about that song, eh? Absolutely outstanding.
Brilliant.
Great tune.
Anyway,
Great tune.
if people want to join us, what's the number? Fox, Bridge.
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We were brought in the call. Right, this is a tough question. You can only name one man in a match, Ulster.
Defoe hat trick. The perfect hat trick too. I think left,
just
right.
One answer. One word answer.
Oh,
Fox.
Ryan Jack.
JFK.
Jordan Jones.
Bridgeman.
Davis.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Ulster. Absolutely fantastic. You get my point?
Yep. That's because everybody's putting a shift in, Ox. And that's the way it should be, mate. You know?
Yeah. There was a moment yesterday, I don't know if you noticed it, big man, that when Davis clipped that ball out, and obviously JFK, the folk came out and words you're sitting, Big Katic must have ran 50 yards to get Davis. I don't know if you noticed that also.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying, Ox. You know, likes of Big Katic knows, and the likes of Goldson, you know, they know they have to put the shifts in because there's two cracking quality centre backs sitting on the bench waiting to come in and take that place. And that's what you want. That's the competition that we have missed for a long time. And now we have it. And it's getting everybody to, I'm not saying they weren't trying before, of course they were, but I mean, it gets everybody to be on their A game at all times because they know there's a place there up for grabs and them two hold it at the minute and they want to keep it. And it's great to have this competition in the squad. And it'll be brilliant for us for this season.
It's team performances, Bridge. That's what that's intimating to me, that the fact that you have all got different men in the match.
Yeah, I think I was trying to say that at the beginning. There was maybe 4 or 5 players there that if anybody would have picked any one of them, and we did, and everyone is all right because they were man of the match performances all over the park. Just fabulous. Once again, I'll say it. JFK said Jones, what a shift he put in. Fantastic player. Created, made things happen, two-footed. Fabulous stuff. Fabulous stuff. Very happy. Multi-talented team.
What about the reception? They two Blues getting after part JFK.
It's tremendous. I mean, as Bridgeman said earlier on, the atmosphere at the game was absolutely wonderful, especially when Jermaine, every goal he scored was treated with the proverbial Jermaine Defoe chant. When he was substituted, absolutely wonderful. But Jordan Jones got a fantastic ovation, so it was absolutely brilliant to see. And what Ulster says here is right. That means everybody's putting a shift in. We've all picked different men in the game, and many of the match. That's the way we all see the game. Of course, Jermaine Defoe should get the man of the match, right? Because he scored a perfect hat trick. But we've all got players that we all watch the game and Marine White, and you see things differently for other people. And I'm a big fan of Jordan Jones, the same as everybody else. I'm looking at him especially. What I want him today. So the ovation the guys got was the ovation every substitute got. And when Alfredo come on, he got a great reception.
Let me cut across you, JFK. We've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hello.
Hello, who is it, mate?
Ryan Jack. Hi, it's Smurf here. It's my first time calling in. I just want to ask the panel.
Can you put the show off in the background, mate? We can hear ourselves.
No bother. Hold on a minute.
All right. It's just like being in the house. We're talking to ourselves.
I know. Right, so here's my question. There's a lot been spoke about.
Look at the panel.
There's a lot been
too hard.
Aye. There's a lot been spoke about our what do you call it? Midfield. Obviously it's come on leaps and bounds. But I sort of see it in two guys. We've got a young crop of talent that I think are going to go on, and Rangers will sell them for a lot of money. And I include the boy Jack. I think he's a real player. And then you've got the older guys, Gerrard, Fields, Davis. And I'd throw Dorrans in there as well. My point is that I think we're making a real mistake. He's only got a year left in his contract. But Dorrans is a really good player, a real technician, I think. And I think for we've got this guy for another year. You're never going to get rid of him. You're never going to get any money for him.
Mm-hmm.
To omit him from the squad, I think, is folly.
My understanding is that he's had another setback, Graham.
Right.
Aye, that's my understanding. That was, I think I read that about 10 days ago. But obviously they've not come out because he's not said much, because he's not been anywhere near the first team. Graham Dorrans will be somebody that'll go with everybody's best wishes. Very, very unlucky time.
Oh, it's horrendous. I mean, I wasn't aware of that he'd.
I read that about 10 days ago, mate.
Aye. And the other thing is, I was looking. The second of my final question is, what you think? I was looking at the goalkeeping situation. At the end of the season, every goalkeeper we've got, apart from the young boy McCrory, is out of contract.
Well, they've got a job of work today, haven't they? Because
have they no?
They've got a job of work today. I mean, obviously, I don't know if there's any extensions that can be triggered there. I would certainly trigger Alan McGregor's, and Fotheringham's no let us down. I wonder if the deal is, if he's looking to leave, run out his contract, leave, or if he's looking to get an extension where he's the future number one. I don't know. Bridge, in you come, Bridge.
Can I just welcome Smurf? Well done, pal. Well done phoning in. I said this a while ago, similar to what you're saying, Smurf. I said that we have to take cognizance and see what's happening with McGregor. Are we still very happy with him? Is he going to fade rapidly? His skills, that is, because of his age, and he doesn't want to play international football anymore. So all these things have got to be taken into consideration. Although what I did say was that I can see our manager giving him a year or possibly two extension, on his contract. And that'll do until such times as they either make Fotheringham another offer, or they bring in a goalkeeper that they want to make an offer for. So it might be a youngster coming through. I don't know. But it sounds like in the present moment, I would have far more confidence in McGregor than any other keeper at Ibrox at the moment. So that's the way I feel about it.
Well, the boy down at Blackpool, I mean, I think he'll be off. But it's fudge, whether they hold on to him, because I mean, McGregor, he's not going to go on forever. You might get another good season out of him, and then a season after that again as a backup. But is there anything really there? The boy Andy Firth, I still don't understand that signing at all. Don't get, I don't get it, but it's there's a lot out of contract at the end of the season, and some of that bodes well for the club, freeing up funds. But some of them, we want to tie them down. Other players, outfield players included. Anyway, that was my points, lad. I'll leave you to it.
No, but before you go, mate, how's your general thought on how the team's progressing this season, mate?
I think, we get after. Well, European games tend to sort of become part of our pre-season now, so you can't read too much into that. Apart from it really kicks off with Midfield or whatever you call them, where we gave them a spanking. Obviously, we've got this game coming up Thursday. Saturday was great. However, I think that a lot of people are getting a wee bit carried away for themselves. I think, Celtic are going to be as strong as ever. Different approach, much more direct and much more aggressive. And I just worry. I mean, my point about Dorrans was I didn't know that he'd get injured again, but is he experienced? And I just feel the one thing, the league will be won or lost, I think, in midfield. And what we lack there is experience. If you get an injury to Arfield or Davis.
That's the thing. I think we're going to have to be careful with him. If you notice, Davis he's only played one of the last two matches. I think it was the right thing.
That's right, aye.
For Scotty Arfield to sit out on Sunday. Smurf. I don't know what you think, JFK, but I think the manager got it right there.
Of course, how you doing, Smurf? I mean,
I'm good.
What's Smurf saying there? I mean, I'm quite surprised goalkeeping-wise that we didn't go for Xander Clark. I'd have liked to see him as a backup instead of the boy Firth. I don't know much about him, but what he's saying there about Arfield and Stephen Davis, of course, if they get injured, who do we have in their place? Look, that's just a chance we're going to have to take. The pool of players that we've got, I'm sure I said earlier on about a third striker, we're all talking about that, but the manager, I thought he might have mentioned the presser, but I was watching something today and he actually said that, I don't necessarily need another third striker because I have got other options in that position. And I think he's probably talking about Greg Stewart, so for me, Smurf, I'd be going for I'd be looking at another goalkeeper for next season as a backup. I don't think Alan McGregor, maybe another 2 seasons. A left back, I think we've won my left back, and I think that's John Flanagan. I don't know if you all agree with that, but I think the pool of players we've got, Smurf, is a great pool of players, considering what we went through last season, as you said. I mean, about no saying we got out of jail. We punched above our weight in Europe last season, and it was absolutely wonderful to watch the Gerrard last season in Europe. But we just didn't have the pool of players to go the full length. Didn't have the experience, but I think a lot of the players that were there last season have learned from what happened last season. I know that the freshness he's brought into the team this season, I think that will bode well for us. So I think we should all be looking forward to this season, and I think let's make Ibrox a fortress again. Nobody can come to Ibrox and take anything off us, not even a draw. Win every game at Ibrox and then go and beat what we would term the Diddy teams, like the Hamiltons and the Kilmarnocks. We bye Kilmarnock at the end of the season, I hope. So I'm happy that way, Smurf. I'm happy with the pool of players we've got. I'm not really concerned about who we might lose and who we will not lose. I'm happy, but the gaffer's got enough players in there to cope with what we've got to cope with.
But the boy they signed, the big Swedish fella, what's his name again?
Hollander,
aye. So it was significant, I felt, that he was left-footed. If he was to play 3 at the back and sort of change, for tactical reasons, his setup, who's your number one left-back in that scenario?
And your wing back position?
I'd become a wing back then, Smurf.
Aye. So who would you put? Because Flanagan couldn't play that role, I don't think.
No,
you need a left-footed player.
Aye.
Yeah. So the
Barisic.
the Barisic with him. Do you see a future for him in that sort of scenario? Three at the back, 2 wing backs.
No, for me. I don't think it's a way the Rangers should play 3-5-2. I just think it'll leave us exposed. It cuts out somebody in the midfield. No, for me. I'd rather stick with the tried and trusted 4 across the back. I'm all right with that. I think, but we change it a bit up front. Biojo or Evo coming in there. Scott Arfield. For me, Barisic has not got a future. Unfortunately, I don't think he is. I just don't think that he likes the hustle and the bustle of the Scottish football for whatever reason. And yet, he's an internationalist. So
What's
I don't
your
know.
thoughts, Smith?
I think he's a very good football player, but it's like you say, it's the physicality of the game and the aggression in it. I just don't think I don't think he's up to it really.
Yeah.
But great fit, greatly fit, and left to sort of play sort of football the way the Croats play. He looks a world beater, but like he's doing to the nitty gritty. I don't think he's got it, But that's for Flanagan flourishes,
Did his confidence went, mate?
I think he lacks confidence, and I think the other boy I think's a confidence player is the boy Kamara. I think you see him, he drifts out of games and then he'll drift back in. But I don't know. You watch him getting interviewed and things like that, and he just didn't. He's done his talking on the part the tail end of last season, but to me, he looks like he just lacks something. I don't know what it is. A pair of balls, I don't know. It's. I sort of worry. I do worry that with the experience in the midfield, I think, or lack of it, any of these youngsters just left to their own devices and getting on with it, losing Arfield through a suspension or an injury, and Davis as well. I think that could leave us exposed, because it worries me going forward. Because you get all the plaudits, you've got after a flyer and it all looks well, but once you get into December and January and suspensions, injuries, things like that start totting up, that's when you're going to get found out. If you're going to get found out,
I don't disagree how important they can be in every game, Arfield and Defoe, Arfield and Davis, but what was the midfield on Thursday night?
Aye, exactly. Aye, fair play.
Aye. Listen, mate. Thanks for giving us a call, and don't be a stranger, mate. Great to have you on. And how did you find Rangers Radio, mate?
I think it was on Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm in the forces, so I'm sort of tuning in, listening every night, and sort of gives a bell.
Well, fair
Good
play,
man.
and thanks for everything you do for us, mate. On Rangers Radio, we really appreciate it.
Aye,
Indeed.
well, I appreciate you guys too.
Cheers,
Okay,
Smurf.
I'll see you later, boys. Likewise,
Good man.
bye-bye.
Listen, Smurf, do you listen in every night?
5 nights a week, aye.
5 nights a week, good stuff.
It's no often a serviceman gets to talk to somebody that was on the beaches at D-Day, is it?
Absolutely. No, well done for coming in, pal. That's really good, and it's obviously it's appreciated, and we appreciate all the guys that they get in touch with us, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Smurf, can I ask you a question?
Aye.
Do you get up? Do you see them any of the games, mate?
I'll be there on Thursday.
All right. Good.
Come up to the bistro.
Thursday.
Come up to the bistro.
Come up to the bistro.
Don't, mate. They'll try and tap you. They do
Yeah,
that to me on the
you know where the bistro is, Smurf?
Bridgeman.
No. Where is it?
Bridgeman.
Oh, pal.
Don't go, Smurf. They'll try and tap you. They do it to me all the time.
Aye, no bother. No bother.
All right.
Right, Troops, I'll catch you later. Take care.
Cheers, Smurf. Thanks
Right,
for the call,
Smurf.
mate.
Cheers.
Bye.
There you go, Bridge. Yeah.
Yes, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant call. Marvellous. Great discussion as well, because you're hearing a different. Once again, you're hearing somebody with a different set of ideas and thoughts, and we're back to this, what you could call the dilemma that our manager's got for a left back position. I know that folk, myself included, thinks that John Flanagan is a good stand-in, but we know he's not left back.
Right.
And you could see it a couple of times yesterday, the hesitancy in his game, and a couple of times he actually tried to push the ball. Once tried to nutmeg the guy, and that time he tried to put it over the guy's foot, and he lost the ball. And when he lost the ball, they were down the right wing there, like a dream, straight down, nobody near them,
Bridge,
So
a wee question: Would you like to try and beat the puddle drinkers to Greg Taylor for the Pie Men?
Well, seriously, I don't rate the boy Taylor the same as everybody else. But I'm not saying that he's a bad player in any way, shape, or form. And if he comes to Rangers, once again, I'll say it. As far as I'm concerned, if he comes to Rangers, he's got my support. If he plays if we have to go and buy a left back, I would not touch any left back in Scotland at any time. I wouldn't give them a penny, and that's only my reason for it. But if he comes in, if the manager decides he's going to do it, then it's okay with me. He's got to do it, and we'll support him, just like we've done with everybody else that we've brought in. I would prefer to go outside of Scotland and get a quality player and pay whatever money.
Yeah. Fair play.
Big Ulster, I mean, some interesting points this month. I'm sure Graham Dorrans will go with everybody's best wishes. He's been really unlucky each time in Ibrox, but I don't think he'll be alone in the debate about the left back, mate.
No, mate, I think we've all got. I think that's where most of us have said we'd like to strengthen. I'm not getting that Flanagan because he does do a good job, but I just think when you're playing quality wingers on that side, it's going to be hard for him, especially being a right-footed player on that left side. I think we've seen that as well when Whittaker went over to that side. He was a bit of a bomb scare when he had to switch sides. When he had Ojo there making a fool out of him for most of the game, when he had to switch over. I think that's why it happens sometimes when you're just on your wrong foot. It's harder to defend. So I think that's where we need to strengthen, in my opinion. But at the minute, I'm happy enough with it. But if we were to strengthen in that position, I'd be a wee bit happier. For the goalkeeping position, I think we're okay at the minute. McGregor's the number one. Fodderham's a cracking number two. I thought he'd have been looking out of the club by now, to be honest. At his age, I thought he'd have been pushing for a move to try and get playing football. But maybe, as you say yourself, maybe he's been given a bit of a guarantee there. When McGregor moves on, he'll come in as a number one. But I think the only mistake we've made in the goalkeeping position is probably allowing Liam Kelly to go, because I think he's a quality keeper. It was fantastic for Livingston last season, especially for a team coming up. His stats are amazing.
He's been playing for QPR or no? Ulster?
I'm not actually sure. I know he's went down there, but whether he's been the main number one or not, I don't know. But I think that's the only thing that might bite us in a few years' time. I think we might be looking at that one thinking we should have held on to him. But it's hard to keep keepers, and in fair play, he's obviously wanted to go away and play football, and you can understand his reasons for that as well. Mm-hmm. You can only have one person in between the sticks.
Well, talking about people who always put their best foot forward, we'll be joined by Albert. Evening, Albert.
Evening, chaps. How are you all doing?
Hey, Albert.
All right, mate.
All right, mate.
Well,
Shall we just thoughts?
I enjoyed that. I didn't make it on Sunday, but I watched it on the Rangers TV. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great. Winning football, mate. Can't beat it. Lap it up all day long with a big spoon.
And who impressed you?
The team absolutely impressed me. The whole team. And I can't even. The only one player I can dig out to give man of the match to is Barisic. I mean, he does tremendous when he doesn't play for us. But he's going to be the only player in the Rangers history that's going to win Player of the Year without actually getting on the park. But the whole team were superb, absolutely superb. Thoroughly enjoyed it, thoroughly. McGregor, what do you say about the guy? The Fothering one, I must admit, I don't rate the guy. I just don't like him as a goalkeeper. I think there's too many bad goals in him. He's lost more bad goals, and 10 games than McGregor's lost in 10 years. No, I mean, I don't mind a keeper making a mistake now and again, but he makes too many. He loses too many bad goals for me. So I just don't rate the boy at all, and I don't think he's got any bottle either. He doesn't come out and smash anybody or anything like that, or command the area. He's just a sort of reactionary keeper all the time. He's not for me. Just not for me.
I'm interested to see what happens when that one ends, but we're playing some good stuff with competition for places. Colbert.
Okay, I mean, he's got the team, he's got the squad. I mean, not just the team, he's got the squad playing some good stuff. The good thing about it is, it doesn't matter who he brings into what position. I mean, they just carry on playing the exact same way. That's what I like about it. It's superb. It's absolutely superb. But you can see them all try to outdo each other now. Well, I'm in the team and I want to stay in the team. I mean, they're all. There's none of this anybody just strolling through a game anymore. The only downside I've got is the last year we had one good half, one bad half. Well, we'll seem to have eradicated that this year, but we've still got that 20 minutes to half an hour bit. And the bit I'm concerned about is we don't. That's when your defence really need to be on their game. When we hit that wee lull, and I still don't think we're on top of that yet. We'll get there, but we'll definitely get there. We need to get control of the game again. We take too long to get control of the game again once we lose it that wee bit. But we'll get there. It's definitely coming. You can see it. Winning football, I'm telling you, I love it.
Is the argument all that we're first teams not there yet, with Hollander not playing?
Well, no. See, I'm a bit worried about this one because Katic and Golson are playing all right. No, I mean they're playing Mellon all right. They're playing actually excellent, the two of them. And as far as I'm concerned, they are the first team choices. I've not seen any Helander, so I can't pass comment on the boy. But I'm feared we're all trying to build this guy up to fall flat in his face. Because he'll need to be some centre half to play better than Big Katic than now. And the boy Edmondson's I've already said about that boy. That boy is a player. I like that boy. That boy is a player. I've got no qualms about him getting into that team. But the standards that are set by they two are in the team at the moment is pretty high. And whoever's going to try and get into that team has to do something special, I'm telling you. So, Helen, I'm not going to say that boy Helander can't do it. I'm just saying I've not seen him, and he's got big boots to fill now.
Yeah, I think, can I come in that, Ox, yeah?
Carry on, mate.
I was just going to say, Albert, my honest opinion, listen to the guys in the
Bridge, ahoy, Bridge. You're back, ahoy.
Ahoy. Made it home, Captain. I got some stick at the bistro yesterday. They gave me an up and doing the boys about the holiday. Anyway, what I was going to say was that God Almighty, I've lost the track of thought. What was I going to say? We were all talking yesterday up in the Copeland rear, and we're maybe 12 years old sitting talking about what's his name, Goldson, and we're saying how good he's been. He hasn't been a bad buy at all, really. Although he was a lot more expensive than other players, I think he's been quite a good buy. Obviously, and each one of us say the same thing. There is a mistake in him. I dare say you could say that about every player. But virtually every game, Goldson has got that wee mistake in him. And we saw a part of that yesterday when that lovely pass from Scott Allen split the two of them. Two midfielders and two defenders. Split the ball right in between them, and none of the four of them could get near it. So that's the kind of thing I'm speaking about. There's a mistake in each one of us in each one of the key areas. And sometimes it happens very quickly. Sometimes it's one pass, sometimes it's a series. But overall, yesterday, out of the game, I would give Golson 90% where he had no problems at all, no problems whatsoever, and he was excellent. His distribution of the ball, tremendous for a centre half, tremendous.
GFK.
I mean, I know we've not spoke about Sunday's game, but. Am I right in saying that Katic is suspended for Sunday, so that's an opportunity for Hollander or Edmondson to come into the defence? Because I know there will be other changes in Sunday, but I mean, I know it's an artificial pitch, but for me, Katic has been immense. So has Big Goldson, done well the last couple of games. So, but a chance for the gaffer and others to see if you put Edmondson in there or Hollander for a full 90 minutes, then it will soon see. I know it's only East Fife, But we need to know what everybody can do. You need to get 90 minutes, especially Hollander, 3.6 million. We need to see what he's made of. I mean, I've heard various reports. I think somebody spoke on here about it before, that at the opening of the Hummel Stadium, he kind of looked a bit lost. So we need to see what he's all about before we make any serious judgment on him. It's all right to say we paid 3.4 million and he's a great player, but is he? Oh, remember Tory Andre Flo and others. So
Flo's record was pretty good, mate.
He wasn't the player that we want him to be, or we should have been. But anyway, on defensive, Katic is suspended for Sunday, so that gives Edmondson or Hollander a chance to come in.
Or both.
Or maybe both, folks. Yeah, because it's only each 5. I'm saying only each 5, but no, I mean, we should be taking care of them. But maybe both. Is it
stole my words.
Well, also be interesting to see what the team is on Thursday night, Ulster.
Yep, that's it. I don't think much will change in the defence for Thursday night, to be honest with you.
I agree with you.
I can't see it because, as Jimmy says there, the Sunday game's probably your game to chop and change things, to be honest. That's where I'd be going for. It's be interesting to see who he plays, but defensively I can't see many changes. Midfield, you just don't know that many options, that many quality players. You could play any, but I just don't think in a big game they got where all we have to do is not concede silly goals, and we're home and hose. So to change your defence would be madness for me on Thursday.
No, even to change your team much, Ulster. I would be going with more or less the same team, full strength team. Don't change Thursday. Go for the win, get into the next phase of the Europa League, and then change it on Sunday, as you were saying there. Don't be tinkering with it. Just whether it's Fred or Defoe up front, they might drop Davis. I don't know. Where's Kamara? Is he still injured? Don't risk him. Play the strongest team that you know you can play, and I think only Kamara is a doubt. And go for it. Win the game. Win it comfortably at Ibrox. On to the next phase, and then think about Sunday. How many changes? You can make 6 or 7 changes for Sunday. So, there's no use tinkering and Thursday. Also, I agree with you.
I would say, speaking of the defensively, I'd keep the 2 fullbacks the same, but you could in fact dress Tavernier and put the American boy in. Can't remember his name there for the life of me. But you know what I mean. Polster, you could put him in. And I would definitely change the two centre backs and give them a game, Helander and Edmondson, if they're fit. I mean, there's a big question mark on Helander's fitness. I mean, match fitness. So if the manager's confident they'll be able to make it, then I would put the 2 in and just let them go ahead and do it. See how they can do it.
On Thursday?
No, Sunday. Sorry,
Sunday.
Thursday. I agree with you. Strongest team Sunday. Thursday, the strongest team.
You hear a lot about this match practice, but sometimes there's no consistency, Ulster, because Flanagan had hardly played and then went and played in Denmark the other night.
Yeah, but see, to be honest with you, I'm only reading between the lines here. I honestly believe Steven Gerrard came to the end of his tether with Barisic. I think that's just the way it is, mate. He's given chances. Last season, he pulled him out. Remember when he was laying down the pitch at half time, wouldn't come off, and Gerrard made a comment about his commitment at the time. He got himself back into the team again at the start of this season, and it just hasn't been doing it for me. And I just cannot see why, because you look at him, I know we say he's Croatian internationalist, and he's got the quality, and we've seen him even against ourselves last season when he was playing for Osijek. He was probably the best player over both the games. But in a blue shirt, it just hasn't worked for him, and I think that there's why he's thrown in Flanagan probably a wee bit earlier than what he would have, because I just don't think he trusts Barisic. He's given so many chances.
Interesting thoughts, mate. Interesting thoughts. But what I'm saying, sometimes they talk about Albert, they talk about this. You've got to get minutes under your belt, but Flanagan had hardly kicked the ball. And then he was straight into a European tie.
Yeah, and done the job.
Sometimes it works out that way. Sometimes it works out that way, and other times it doesn't. You know what I mean? You get away with it, but you never know when it's going to happen like that. You know what I mean? Because if he doesn't have a good game, it's because he's not in minutes. He has a good game, and you go, well, explain that one. Well, you really can't explain that one, can you? It's adrenaline and all this carry on. That's for Barisic. I mean, the boy's a fraud. There's no getting away from it. The boy is a fraud. You can see it when we score a goal. Just keep your eye on him when we score a goal and he goes over the celebrations. It's fake. He's trying to join in with the guys, but it's fake. You just know that he's not feeling the same as the rest of the guys. He doesn't want to be at Ibrox. It's just raw, boy. He can't hack it. He just cannot hack it. There's only one route left for that boy to give him any hope. And maybe it's more responsibility because he might be an out-and-out captain and that's all he can be. He can't take criticism for anybody. He's just going to be... But I don't think so. I just don't think the boy's going it. Flanagan's a far better fullback. So is Halliday. And Halliday's not even a fullback.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it says a lot that yesterday that they put Flanagan in before Barisic. And I don't even know if Barisic is on the bench, to be honest. And then they brought Halliday on for Flanagan. So that shows you that's him, at least by the sound of it, if he's not badly injured, he's third on the list. And I think,
there you are.
Big Ulster was saying, yeah.
A guy comes back for an operation and walks straight in the team before him. Yeah. But no, I mean, it tells you how you want.
I think it goes towards what Big Ulster was saying. There's a chance that the manager has got, maybe he's starting to lose patience with him. Now, I don't know the injury situation. I don't know if he's injured. I can't remember if he was on the bench. Maybe somebody could tell us. But if he was on the bench, that's a real slap in the face. He can't get a start.
He wasn't on the bench,
Right, okay, so it's a possibility he's just been dropped, or I haven't heard if he's been injured. Maybe somebody in the lobby will tell us if he was injured or not. But it doesn't augur well for him. And if the manager is, like Ulster says, maybe the manager's just fed up with him, and he's not getting it out of him because his performance the other week wasn't great. So I'm a great fan of Barisic, to be honest. I like him. I think he's a top quality fullback, but unfortunately he just didn't seem to be doing it for us for some reason. And sometimes he seems to be pulling out of tackles, and a lot of guys are speaking.
Put it this way, Bridge, or anybody. Can anybody remember him having a good game in the Rangers jersey?
Maybe once or twice, but not a full game. No. But sometimes he was pretty good. Running up, getting good crosses in, but then he would fall away, you know. And it's just amazing. He's a full top quality player for Croatia, that is, you know. And he always in the team. You just don't understand why he's not playing for us. I just don't get it.
Well, you've got to think of this way. Croatia might be struggling for left backs.
Well, that's good. Of course, we don't know, do we? I don't.
Anyway, enough for him.
Aye, well, we'll say that. I mean, obviously, the European window's not shut yet, and yours isn't shut, so you never know. Business might be done there.
Is the Grezda move? I know there was talk a couple of weeks ago there that Grezda might be moving across to Croatia again or something like that.
It was France. It was like.
Was it France he was going to?
Nothing.
Has it happened?
Nothing's happened. Nothing.
Nah. Okay.
Nothing. Well, purely speculation at the moment. GFK.
Aye, it's just speculation. It's just there was a couple of clubs interested in him. The gaffer said it wasn't conducive for Rangers because the money wasn't right. But Rangers obviously having to pay half his loan money or whatever. So goodbye to him. Barisic's the same. I can't remember Barisic playing a good game, to be quite honest. The best games he ever played was against us. He played for Osijek, so I'm quite happy with Andy Halliday, or my number one choice would be John Flanagan at left back. But as Grezda, I think he's gone. Wherever he goes. So I'll be happy to see him go.
There's a few boys in the lobby. I'm the keen on him, so we're not bad company.
Aye.
On you go, Big Ulster.
No, I'm saying I think what hasn't helped his case is I think him and Grezda played together more than just Osijek. They played together in a club before as well. They're very good friends, and I think it was actually him who was chopping down the door of Gerrard at the time. You got to get this player in, you know. And I think even at the time, Gerrard was saying that he was told he was the best player in the Grayson League, etc. And look how that's worked out, you know. So I don't think that's really helped his case either.
Yeah.
I think when we watch Flanagan playing at left back, you see a guy who is a fullback, is a defender, and is quite a good defender and fearless. You know, not scared to go into the tackles. But when he comes away with the ball, if he moves it to the left side, then chances are it's going to get the park. He's not going to make a good pass, that kind of thing, you know. So we really do need a natural left-sided player for that. So the only one we've got of that ilk, or two rather, is Barisic or Halliday. Personally speaking, I think they should go and buy a new left back. That takes us back to what JFK was talking about, the boy Taylor at Kilmarnock. I'll say it again, I don't want to buy anybody from Scotland. I'd rather have went down to England and bought somebody, or even abroad.
It'll be interesting to see. I know Fox is sitting there, get his views. If there's going to be any movement in that position before the window shuts. Fox?
I don't know at the moment, mate. I think with the way the manager spoke, it's maybe possibly a striker that he's looking at. Look, we don't know what's happening with Barisic. He might have trouble settling in. Could be anything, mate. He could be carrying an injury. He's had loads of chances for me and no fulfilled any of them. So I think it's looking a bit grim for him, and I think if we could shift him, we would.
I tend to agree with you, mate. I tend to agree with you. You know, it's just one of these signings. It's no work to it, Albert. You think it looks all right, and it's just no work to it.
It's a shame for the boy. I mean, we don't want the boy not to work out. I mean, we all want him to settle in and play well. It's just a shame. But reality needs to be faced. No, I mean, he's not done anything for anybody to say anything really good about him. No, I mean, that's a pity in itself. Grezda, I don't know. Yeah, that boy is just, I don't know what's up with him. He just didn't look right to me, that boy. There's something not right in his head. I think he was expecting to come into Scottish football and run about like a star and stick out, but he got the fright of his life when the first game he ever played for us. No, I mean, the speed of the game and the ferocity of the game. Same as Barisic, it's the ferocity they can't handle. I mean, look, the difference between they two and Flanagan is Flanagan's no backing down. Flanagan will not back down, and it's not that the other teams that you're playing know Flanagan will not back down. They two will back down. I mean, it's just a factor. It's just a fact of life. And being a Rangers player, one thing you need to do is speak to John Gregg. He'll tell you, never take a backward step. If you take a backward step in the Rangers, your career's finished at Ibrox. Never take a backward step. Just go forward all the time, no matter what they're doing to you, what they're saying to you, or how they're tackling you. Forward all the time.
Good philosophy.
Can't argue with that, TFK?
No, you can't argue with that philosophy at all. You know, it's push forward at all times. You know, have the ball in front of you. Don't have the ball behind you. Make sure it's there, and when it's there, go in and win the ball. And I don't think Barisic has got that. I can't believe that they paid that amount of money for him, and that's probably one of the biggest mistakes that the Gaffers made. That and Grezda. I don't know who told him to buy Grezda. Certainly wasn't me.
Barisic.
Probably Barisic.
Aye.
It was.
Aye, probably was.
Was it?
That probably
I
was.
heard that as well. I heard that as well.
Stevie Gerrard said it himself. Sure, in one of the interviews at the time, the guys who were brought from Osijek, the other guy who brought from Osijek said a quality player, best player in the league last season, blah, blah, blah.
I know why he done it, Ulster Barisic. I know why he recommended Grezda. He didn't want to be the biggest tit in the team.
Oh dear old man. You really got to hand for him.
But do you know what this thing is? It's so sad.
Harsh but true. When you go.
Harsh but no, it's so, you know, as everybody's already said, you know, we want them to do well. Of course we do. But unfortunately, as Fox has said himself, how many chances do you give somebody before you say it's just not going to work out? It should work out because, you know, he's in that Croatian team for a reason, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's just not working.
No, you're right.
Well, so far so good with recruitment. You're going to have a couple of... It's not going to cut it. It's always going to happen. Everyone's not going to be a star fox.
Not at all. You'll not be the first person that's been transferred to a club and it's not worked out for them, mate. One that just sprung to mind there was the boy Pookie at the Tims, mate. Couldn't he do a thing right? Now down in England he's scoring for fun. It just happens, mate. Some people don't fit in at clubs, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would have put it there, but I would say that sometimes the club just doesn't suit the player. Simple as that.
I think somebody called Pookie suited that club.
Pookie, you would think so, wouldn't you? To a T.
Just my thoughts, all stuff.
Good thought.
See, the problem for Barisic is, in seasons going by, under your Kashinas, under your Murdays, under your Warburtons, you could have passengers. You know what I mean? You could players were willy-nilly going about and doing what he does, just playing the game without showing anything really spectacular. But the squad's that good now in nearly every single position. Passengers are getting found out. That's just the way it is.
Well, Ulster, do you think it's possible that he's going to have to go back to his first base again, but Barisic, and prove his match fitness and his skills and all the things that we want him to do, be able to tackle? Maybe we should leave him out of the first team area for a wee while. I don't know whether we've got a development area that we could slot him in there and get him 5-6 games just to see what he's like, or loan him out for half a season or something like that to let him get games.
I don't know whether it's possible. Hey, Brad, you can't put in with God left out. He's not got a heart.
I understand that. I think
you can't give somebody a heart, by the way. You've either got it or you've not got it. Everybody, we've all played football. We know the score. I've had players and teams that are sand dancers, nice players, but sand dancers, and one bad tackle, and you don't see them. You just don't see them. Other guys in your team, you could hit him with a bus, and it wouldn't make any difference. He's coming back. No, I mean, so you can't put in what God left out. If you've not got a heart for it, you've not got a heart for it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with that. What I'm meaning is that if we could find some way of getting him games every week, and then you'll really find out. Because right at this moment in time, he's not going to get a game every week. He just isn't. It's not there.
I think it'd be better if we can just cut the ties.
Hopefully
get my money back.
Back that up with you. No problem at all. Whichever way the manager goes.
To give him a game every week, I know a chess club in the middle of the team. So he's not there.
Do you remember?
You're a shocker tonight. You're a shocker.
If you think back, do you remember that? Do you remember thinking back? There was a game that Gerrard changed the team up. I think it was away from home. Was it? I can't remember which game it was. It was one of the lower teams, and he changed it up a wee bit. And then after the interview, after we didn't get the 3 points and played pretty poorly, he says, "I have players coming and chopping my door, wanting to play. I give them a chance to play. This is what to come up with." And I think Barisic was one of the ones he was probably leaning towards there. He's obviously then looked at it and went, right, okay, we'll give him a full pre-season. We'll put him in. We'll give him as many chances as we can in pre-season, first couple of league games, and we'll see how he goes. Can he really prove himself? And unfortunately, it's just the same as it was last season.
It's a real pity because as a club, we've always prided ourselves on our fullbacks. We're always quite good, and fearless, And you can see that in Tavernier. He's fearless. That guy's got some engine in him. He just keeps running, The tremendous stuff. Great game he had yesterday again. Wow. Get somebody like him on the other side as well. You might be lucky. Left-footed, of course.
What I will say is fair play to John Flanagan for coming in and taking up the cudgel on the right side of the pitch. He's done all right for us, and he's great cover for both full-backs, but I think you'd want a left footer in there by choice, JFK.
Definitely. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Flanagan's done well in that position, and Andy Harvey's done the same. But I think you're 100% there, mate. We need to go and search for a left back, a natural left back. mean, don't forget that the transfer window doesn't shut to the 2nd of September. So we can go out and get, although they're not allowed to buy down there in the Championship and the Premiership, they're allowed to sell. So there might be some left backs there that the gaffers had a look at. And if he's got a wee bit of money to spend, or a team's got somebody who's surplus their requirements and are decent enough to come up and do a job, then let's go for it. But unfortunately, Barisic is not the answer, so it's bye-bye for me for him. I just think it's unfortunate. We really rated him as a player, but it's not going to happen for him, I don't think. So we need players up and running now. He's had a season. It's no work for him. No, it's a big picture now here, and I don't think he's going to be part of it.
I think then it's really, I would imagine that the management, including our manager, somewhere along the line really need to look at there's going to be a big hole there, isn't there? We've not got a left back, and we need to have a left back. And if that means that they say, right, Flanagan, you're the left back to the end of the season, then so be it, they're going to do that. But you just know there's major weaknesses there. You just know it. Mm-hmm. So we really do have to make our mind up, and get a left back. Somewhere along the line, need to get a left back. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
I think just last point, really, I'll put on Barisic is, when you're playing such quality opposition like we were in that Danish team away from home, and when you're sitting there as the left back, and you're took out of the team for somebody who hasn't kicked the ball all season, who's right-footed to be playing in your position, that would worry me.
Yeah, I would as well, pal. It's quite a slap in the face at times, you think about it. Aye. So maybe that's a message he's been told. If you can't make it now, you're not going to make it, and we'll just need to do something else. So goodness knows what's our what do you call it? No general manager. What's our manager for getting the players in? Mark Allen. So goodness knows, maybe they've already got people looking.
Listen, I'm sure that we're having a conversation. I'm sure the recruitment and the first team manager were having. And if they could get their money back in Grezda and Barisic and reinvest it, I think they'd gladly do it.
Indeed, pal.
It's just one of the things. You just have to take it in the chin and move on, all better, isn't it?
That's it, mate. That's it. They use greeting or spilt milk, you know what I mean? But it's the fact that you need to recognise it quite quickly and do something about it. That's the problem, you know what I mean? But no, he hurt me, the guy. He gave it a shot and it didn't work. So, ta-ta. It's good night for him. And it's take his chest pal put with him, not Grezda. Take him with him. In fact, send them to Mexico, because we seem to send all the tits back to Mexico, don't we? That big Herrera's over there and all.
Well, his contract's up at the end of the summer, so that
what a shocker the other night, Albert.
Albert on a mission tonight.
No one of it. I'm sick of messing about with these guys. If they're not going to date for the Rangers, get them out.
It's marvellous.
He's got a wonderful turn of phrases, our Albert.
He has indeed, pal, yeah.
Call them what they are, folks. That's what I believe in. Call them what they are.
Well said, pal. Well said.
Try and keep it clean and call them what they are.
He's also in the diplomatic corps, Ulster.
Straight to the point.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening, and it's over to you, Bridge.
What can I say? What a marvellous night. Welcome. Thank you for being easy with me, my first night back, in all honesty. No, seriously, thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely brilliant. After the marvellous experience yesterday at Ibrox, marvellous. What a really good squad we're building, and the manager's doing really well. I'm really happy. So can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans here on Rangers Radio, every single one is huge game building up on Thursday, huge game. So everybody, please keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really, really need us. Please keep it going for the Rangers.
Here. Can I thank each and every one of you for taking the time to join the panel and on the call this evening. Particularly Smurf, wasn't it? Smurf? Aye, just Smurf, wasn't it? Thanks for the call, Smurf. First time caller. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, folks.
Now there's a pub in Green Street where all good proddies you will meet. So come down here and together we'll have a jab. A welcome there you will receive, so good that you won't want to leave. A fine wee pub is Saltcoats Mermaid Bar. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. We all support the Queen and Crown. The prices here are the best in town, and the bar staff, they are one terrific crew. Everyone laughing, full of cheer. It's one tremendous atmosphere, singing to support the red, white and blue. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. It's nice to come to the Mermaid Bar when Rangers are playing at Ibrox Park. You'll forget your worries and all your cares, singing songs against the Thames before you watch the Rangers win. For everyone here supports the Teddy Bears. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. If you are up from Belfast town, Tyrone, Fermanagh or County Down, Armagh, Antrim or London, Derry shores, the Mermaid is the place for you, so come and have a drink or two. Next time in Saltcoats you'll want to come back for more. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all.